Abdulrahman Igbalode, who goes by Hushpuppi, an alleged internet fraudster, is currently facing fraud charges in the United States and being held at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago. The Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago is a United States federal prison located in Chicago, Illinois. The prison facility holds male and female prisoners of all security levels prior to and during court proceedings in the Northern District of Illinois, as well as inmates serving brief sentences. Hushpuppi was charged with coordinating a transnational fraud operation, including targeting the English Premier League football club, a bank, and a U.S. law firm. Hushpuppi, aged 36, claimed earlier to run a real estate business. Is alleged to have conspired to launder hundreds of millions of dollars through business email compromise, frauds, and other scams, the U.S. Department of Justice (DOJ) said. He is currently being held in a U.S. federal prison. He will be transferred to Los Angeles in the coming weeks, according to the Justice Department. I think what is making round now is not even the charges again. Nigerians are just bothered that, are you sure this is a prison? Like, seriously, this is prison? That is what a lot of Nigerians are concerned with. But that's by the wayside. We're still going to be talking about that. But one thing is that most of these people, that's why it's good to profile people. That is why it is good. No, the system we have in Nigeria is very shameful and disgraceful. And most of these politicians too, because we are going to be referring to them. Because you as a parent cannot be doing something bad. You expect your children to be good. It's just few children that will like, oh, what my parents are doing, that is not the right thing. And the numbers or the percentage of those children who are in that category are very, very minimal, very, very small. When we talk about a country, mind you, there is no country of the world or in this world that is free of corruption. But the level of the corruption is what we are talking about. Even in the United States, they have a way of engaging in one corrupt practices or the other. But what we have in Nigeria is a free fall. When you see those who are saddled with the responsibility of taking care of the financing or the finances of the economy, the country, and yet you see them dipping all their body, not even hands and legs, into the country's coffer. Now 300 billion naira is missing under Buhari that Serap is asking. No, is it all these youth? Are they the ones in charge, or is it ordinary Nigerian on the street? Are they the ones involved in this missing of 300 billion naira that they are giving Buhari 14 days? Of course, a lot of people have said nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. We have some of people have been coming that we have a fraudster, big time fraudster in Nigeria. Those ones say they are dealing with the masses in the country, but just that this one has gone beyond the international level. So he's going to have his day in courts. And most of the time, you see now that as the politicians, they will tell you, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Go and check them. Majority of us know that these people do not have business anywhere. And see what Hushpuppi, claimed that he has been doing. He was into estate this, estate that. And to crown it all, that this guy was planning to defraud English Premier League football club, a bank, and a US law firm. The guy, I dust air for her. These are the things that they are supposed to. Somebody who is as intelligent as that, do you think it is a my mind for somebody to go into all those systems and be doing those things? You would have channeled that energy into something different. Just like I said, in most of the countries of the world, no country that is free of corruption, but the level at which it is, because our politicians, they just flaunt words. We know that these people, they are, majority of them are thieves. Majority of them, they are thieves, but they will still use technicality to get away with all those their atrocities. You can imagine. Very, very unfortunate. Well, what Nigerians are even talking about now is that if a prison could be like this, that it is even better that those who think that they have freedom in Nigeria, it's like they are living in prison, because if prison could be like this, and those are the things that we are supposed to be doing, the infrastructure that we talk about. infrastructure we talk about. That's why you see that majority of the people, they want to travel out of the country. Even if you have not traveled out, you just be seeing some pictures. You see some of your brothers, some of your friends, your neighbors who are there. You know, you see their streets, you like, could this place be heaven or something? Very okay, very. A lot of people just want to go there. But what do we have here? And some people will be telling you, they will be telling you that some politicians, oh, they have contributed to this country. Shame to them. Contributed what? These people that are making us dry, the politicians that are making us dry, you tell us that they have done this, they have done that. They are contributing. Contributing what? I'm sure, and like I always say, majority of them don't even know what it means to have a good, to have a, a development. We are talking of redevelopment, not all these shambolic jobs that they do here and there. It's unfortunate. Well, let's hear what people are saying. That is my own opinion, and you have your own. You have right to let us know what you feel or what you think about this whole thing. Someone says prison in this part of country is more better than freedom in Nigeria. Okay. Someone says, do you care to be there? Okay, prison is prison, bro. Of course, prison is prison. But we are just talking about how these people, you see, it goes beyond, because me, I'm not even talking of whether the place is whatever. But what we are saying is that it still boils down on corruption, that things that are supposed to be well done in the country, they will not do it. Go and see our prisons. And we will continue to sing it. Our politicians are richer than these so-called developed countries, their own politicians. So how do we justify that? My people, this particular prison is far better than living in Nigeria. Can you imagine prison? It looks like a eco hotel. Hushpuppi is always lucky. This place can be funny. I say, what of freedom of moving from one place to another? Of course, it's not as if even if you are living in a very bad place and you have your freedom, there's nothing like freedom. But at least on a lighter note, you just see the level of corruption in this our country. That is what people are just trying to point at. Not that anybody wants to go there. No matter how you are suffering, it is better you suffer than you have your movement, your freedom of movement. But looking it from the other angle, I think that's why people are just referring to the structure of that place. Okay, pray you should be there for life, because I value my freedom in Nigeria than be in prison in America. Okay, see me, people, is it the kind of place he was living before? No, that's not the kind of place he was living before. Exactly. Prison break. God have mercy on Nigeria when we prefer prison to live a normal life. That is bad government. That the government should do something about our living conditions. Yes, now it's our living condition people are talking about. Some people are not. Of course, I quite understand those who are for and those who are against. I quite understand where they are coming from. It all boils down on what our government has been doing. Somebody will just tie 1 meter of fruit. They will just say, yes, those who are complaining. And recently I heard some people talking about one politician in the north, in the east. Oh, saying that Buhari has done this, Buhari has done that. These are Southeast people, they are always complaining. See, go and see what is happening. And some people just called in and said, no. How can you be saying that politician is just saying all of those to curry favor to himself? Whether they do some part, they don't do some part, or some areas are being left, or some areas are being done, it's a different ballgame entirely. Because like I always say, that there is no government that will not be involved in one project. So all those shambolic whatever they involve themselves, it's not something that we need to be praising and say, oh, they have done this, they have done that. Those are not the development we are talking about. We are talking of something that you're going to do that the whole world will be shaking. That's not the kind of development we are talking about now, because we celebrate mediocrity. We are supposed to be more than this. We're not supposed to be talking about roads at this age and time. 300 billion naira is missing under Buhari. People are telling us that they've done this, they've done that. Is that the kind of development we are going to be talking? Another government will come, the same thing, everybody will clapping. Oh yes, they have done this our road. We're supposed to have moved beyond that, and that is where these politicians want to keep us. So when you see people seeing this kind of prison, which is not supposed to be where normal woman be supposed to be, because your freedom is more paramount, but because of the deterioration of infrastructure in our country, because when you compare this prison to our own prison, they are two different ballgame entirely. And meanwhile, don't forget that they budget for these prisons in Nigeria, but see what you get. See our road, see the environment alone speaks volume. Our environment alone speaks volume. And that is what people are talking about. Not that people want to go go and stay in the prison. Not that they value the prison, but because of the same corruption in our country, that you can imagine this is prison and see what we have back at home. Comparing the two prisons, that is what people I can deduce that people are just trying to refer to, not because they want to be there. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's have your take on this.